What is up, cats and kittens? It's Amy from Savor Salvage Scent. Hope you're doing great. Today, for those of you who haven't been here before, this channel mostly focuses on fragrance and some other creative and DIY projects. If you haven't subscribed, I hope you'll hit the red subscribe button because it helps me keep in touch with you and have a conversation. So I hope you'll do so and stay informed too about when I post videos. Thanks to my lovely subscribers who totally inspire me. All right, so this is the second half of my favorite discoveries of 2020. So not all of these scents or perfumes were created in the last year. In fact, there are a few, I think a couple oldies in here. But these are things that are new to me this year and the second half of all my favorites. I said in the first video, I've probably tried, hundreds of scents this year. And so I narrowed it down to 31, and this is my second half. So the first that I'll talk to you about is probably the most popular scent on my list. And I tried, frankly, really hard to eliminate it from the list. And then I kept smelling it and being like, no, I really love this. Really, really love it. Prada Candy Night. First of all, isn't that a gorgeous bottle? God. I don't always, so for a lot of people, and again, it's just different strokes. It's no judgment, Lord, I love enough things. But chocolate isn't an easy win for me in a dessert or a fragrance. I tend to love, I would take a custard over chocolate any day for dessert, for instance. But I like when somebody does something interesting with cocoa. And I think this is interesting that this is considered like a really youthful, easy, popular scent, and I find this to be a really different chocolate. So this is cocoa, and it also has like a caramely scent running through it that gives it just a richness. It's very vanillic. In fact, those of you who've baked with vanilla, sometimes vanilla will almost smell like cocoa or chocolate, and it all to me blends together. And there's some musk in here too. It just smells so gourmand and delicious. I smelled this on a coworker of mine and was just crazy about it, and then purchased it. And yeah, I just get in the mood for it once in a while when I want something cocoa-y and just beautiful. And here's what's another thing that's really cool about this. It does great in the cold weather, but it has a bit of a sparkling effect to me that I think this could even do well in the heat where a lot of gourmands will not. So really cool. Prada Candy Night. This is a scent next that no one's talking about. Nobody. And it's so affordable. Marshall Field's, one of their signature line scents. And this is the one that is called Oriental. And it is freaking beautiful. So, Oriental perfumes tend to be, not always, but a mixture of kind of a floral and something either ambery, musky, resinous. So you think of things like, I hope I'm right about this, vintage ones would be things like Opium and Obsession, and yeah, the list goes on and on. Cocoa, Cocoa Noir, yeah, anyways. So this is kind of to me, a somewhat sparkling champagne-like Oriental scent that's got like a muskiness combined with jasmine. I'm a huge jasmine lover, and so this was such a cool surprise for me because sometimes Orientals will just smell resinous or musky, and I like those too, but I love jasmine. And so when you first spray this, you get kind of, I would say, the more typical, like right out of the bottle, you smell kind of the Oriental or thing going on. And then when it settles just a minute or two, the jasmine really comes out. So this I think you can find online for like $13. And it's so impressive. I would give this as a gift and knock somebody's socks off. So Marshall Field Signature Oriental. Beautiful. Crazy about it. Nobody's talking about it. I don't get it. It's beautiful. Okay, next. I have been experimenting. I'm kind of late to this party with Kyse perfumes. A lot of people talk about Kyse because they have a great marshmallow scent. She's just considered oh shoot, what is her name? The Queen of Gourmands. She's out of California. Terry Bozo, I believe. And all those scents are worth the hype. I sampled a bunch of them this year and they were all really good. But one that I feel like not as many people talk about and knocked my socks off, and I have just a little dram here and I can't wait to get a full bottle because I love it that much. I'm almost out of this. Is called, I believe it's Douceur Brûlée. It's like Douceur Brûlée. Um, this is incredible because it's got caramely, yeah, like brulee. It's got the tiniest hint of like a yeasty or bread smell, but not so much that I don't like it because that's a tough note for me. So it smells kind of like bakery, caramelized custard, but then it also has like kind of more perfumey elements. So I think it has, ah, shoot, I forgot to look. Something, it might be oak moss, maybe just something resinous. So to me, this is not just merely a gourmand. It's kind of like an intersection between gourmand and perfumery. And Douceur Brûlée, it's so beautiful. And I think Douceur means pleasure. Yeah, pleasure Brûlée, for real. So good, by Kyse Perfumes. All right, next. Uh-oh. Hold, please. All right. This was a surprise for me. I still, to be frank, I chose this as a favorite because I think it's something that's not always done well, and this is really cool and different. But I need to spend more time with it, and I think I'm gonna love it even more once I wear it more. This is one by Annick Goutal. This is, I believe, like the old bottle. Now the company is called Utau Paris, I believe. But this is called Nuit, Etoilee. I got this because pine can be a challenging scent for people, especially when it's kind of one note or barbershoppy. It can be very strong and kind of harsh. But I think it's a real gift when somebody does it well. And there's nothing to me that's more wintry than the smell of pine. This is so cool because it's a combination of things that smells like a cold night in the woods. I think there's mint in here. There's some citrus. What am I forgetting? There's some kind of woody elements and the pine. And all that together comes off not one of those things comes off really strong. It's really a beautiful blend. And it truly smells like a cold winter walk in the woods. And so you get like a little bit, the mint to me doesn't come off really strong like mint. It just provides like a coldness. And so to me, this is so cool because it smells like winter. It's beautiful, really beautiful. Annick Goutal, Nuit, Etoilee. All right. Speaking of woods, the wonderful content provider, Deborah Day, if you're not familiar, she's so cool. I love her collection so much and her style. This is a scent by Margot Elena. She is a purveyor of library flowers, Tokyo Milk. Oh gosh, there's a few other companies that she kind of oversees or lines. This is one called, the scent is called Arboretum by Library Flowers. It's so beautifully packaged. But this is really cool. She described Deborah Day on her channel, and man, is she right, is this is a scent, there's nothing else like it in her collection. And same with me, and look at this adorable bottle. Arboretum. This smells, this is so cool. It's got like a green cardamom in it. It is so green in the best of ways. Like, I get why it's called Arboretum. It smells like green, like you're in a hothouse, but yeah, like the green cardamom has an effect that's so different than, to me, like the powdered spiced cardamom. This it smells like a combination to me, and these notes aren't all in here, but like it smells like definitely green cardamom, but also it's got a vanillic kind of honeyed quality. It is gorgeous. Library of Flowers, Arboretum by Margot, Elena. So cool. Okay. Next, I know I'm all over the place, y'all. This is talked about as a phenomenal cheapie, and it's just phenomenal. Like, I can't believe it's inexpensive. I'm almost embarrassed to say the name. Adam Levine. It is, oh, this is so good, you guys. This is like, you can find this for around $10. What? This is one of the most beautiful boozy scents I own. My God. I'm going to spray this one on my person. So nice. Okay. When you first spray this, it smells like Crown Royal. Like, it's boozy when you first spray it. And then it starts to dry down and it gets like musky, ambery, honeyed. So good. Like, again, you could tell me this is a $200 or $300 scent, and I believe it. It's so, so nice. Adam Levine, great boozy scent. Little vanillic too. All right. A couple more that I want to talk about from independent houses that are so good, and I have to be honest, I just haven't dug deep enough into either of these houses yet, and I think they're tremendous, and I need to spend more time with them. But two that I have worn a lot this year. One is by a company, and I'm sorry, these are samples. Usually I frankly try not to talk much about scents, especially in a favorites list, until I've worn them a lot. I've worn these enough, but I can't wait to wear them more and get full bottles. One is by a company named La Romantica, so it's like aromatica with a L beforehand. This person is an independent perfumer. What is her name? It is Loretta Remsing. She creates really cool scents. One is smells like coffee, the Indian dessert. It's beautiful. But this one I have to just give special props to. It's called Brocade. And partly it's because I'm a jasmine lover, and I think a lot of people shy away from it or do it poorly or do it in a really mass marketed way, and this is so good. Her scents are really beautiful. I think they're affordable. I think she has like small oils for around, I think 30, 40, and then I think the bigger bottles are closer to 100, something like that, maybe 80 to 100. So I'm still working on my sample, but this is mostly to me. Okay, so I'm a carnation lover, so when people put carnation in perfume, I'm like, yay. And this is jasmine, carnation. I mean, it's got many more things. To me, a little fruit and a little wood. And the name Brocade is perfect because Brocade, if you think about how gorgeous and rich it is, that's what this perfume is. It's this beautiful, rich floral with enough wood and fruit to really kind of elevate it, and it's just rich and syrupy and beautiful. Brocade by La Romantica. Next is an independent house called Motif Olfactif. The nose's name is Oswald Perret. A lot of people know him as Oz, I believe. And he does just wonderful things. And again, I got a sample set and I really enjoyed many of them. Two in particular, one called Nectar Boisé, and I'm crazy about peach, and it's such a cool peach fragrance, but I want to talk today about one called Oasis. I'm wearing that on this wrist. Oh, it's so good. And this is, to me, again, many more notes, but jasmine, pear, and hay. There's a few, I think, kind of woody elements in this perfume, and it is so gorgeous. Like, it's one I can't stop smelling myself when I wear it. So I need to get a full bottle of this soon. Motif Olfactif's Oasis. Again, another great name. It's just rich and beautiful. All right. So let's see. Another great discovery of this year for me. A lot of people were talking about it kind of on blogs and etc. And it's Joop's Levine. So the bath, I think, is this a German company? This is one of the best affordable scents. One of the best scents, period. Like, it's crazy good. This is one that I ordered it, I think I got it like 8 or 10 months ago. And the minute I sprayed it, I bought a second bottle. It was like, I can't ever not have this. It is like a combination of, it really does to me smell like wonderful, warm, aromatic air after a good bath. And in this case, the air smells like, or the steam smells like tobacco, a little bit of tobacco, vanilla, tiny bit of cherry. Those things are not all in the notes, but that's what comes out for me. Some people just talk about like it's a vanilla, but man, it's way more than that. To me, it's this rich, steamy vanilla scent that has tobacco and like a little cherry. It is just so good. And again, this is another one where somebody could tell you it's a niche perfume and you believe it. It is so good. Utau Paris. Okay, here's one that might be wacky for some people. I've talked about it before, but it's so good and it's so different than anything else, and it's so cool. Comptoir Sud Pacifiques Vanille Banane. It smells, okay, so you have to like banana, and I love banana. It smells like a banana milkshake, but yet not so juvenile that you won't wear it. It smells delicious. Like, you just smell so creamy and good. This is another one where people compliment me when I wear it. Now, the thing is, you have to be careful with Comptoir Sud Pacifique. Some of them is that they don't last. They last a few hours. But to me, who cares? I respray halfway through the day. And people just say, man, do you smell good? Like, they can't tell perhaps that it's banana or lactonic or any of those things. It just smells delicious. So Comptoir Sud Pacifiques Vanille Banane. So cool. Like nothing else that I have. Therefore, crazy about it. And I'm going to end with two classics. So these were not new this year. They were new to me this year. And I think they're phenomenal. So I said in my first video that in past years, I've gone really, really deep with classic perfumes, and Guerlain is one of my favorite houses. Was my favorite house forever, for a long time. And so for years, I was expanding my Guerlain collection. This year, because I have a fair amount of Guerlains, I did not acquire a lot, but there are two that I was like, oh gosh, they're so unique and beautiful to me, and they're so special. And I know they're talked about somewhat, but I just think they're so great. So one is part of the Aqua Allegoria line, and that's the line that tends to be kind of sparkling scents. Often people wear them in the summer, though. I think you could wear this year-round, this one in particular. But it's called Teazzura. And first of all, look at that juice. It's like a light, light blue. It's so pretty. I love tea in a scent, and sometimes things marketed as a tea scent to me don't smell that much like tea. This is terrific because it really does smell like tea, and it smells. Here's the thing that's really surprising. It smells like kind of like mid-strong tea, so it's not really light, it's not really strong like Lapsang or something like that. And it smells, here's the surprise, when it dries down it gets really vanillic, so it smells like vanilla and tea. It's so nice. Yeah, just love it, and I don't have anything that smells just like it. So Teazzura by Guerlain. And last but not least, and this is one of those, again, it's kind of polarizing for people, and I think this is such a surprise for me because it's Insolence. Look at that. Yeah, again, the bottle and the color. This is kind of marketed as like a young girl scent or a coming of age scent. Whatever. Like, I think it's just tremendous. It is powdery violet, and it smells a lot like, if you've ever had Choward's violet candies, but more powdery and a little more sophisticated. Definitely smells a little more like perfume. But to me, this is just the best of what it is. Like there are a few powdery violet scents, um, but this is to me the best. Insolence. It is gorgeous, and when I spray it, it just puts me in such a good mood. It's so comforting, um, and so a lot of people don't like powder, and some people don't like violet because it has kind of a powdery kind of floral. This to me, if you like it, is the best. It is gorgeous. Insolence by Guerlain. So that ends my 31 favorites of 2020. Um, I would love to hear from you all. Have you heard about some scents today that you might try that are new to you? What's your number one scent from 2020? And what do you think will be the trends this coming year? So I can't wait to learn that together. Have a great day. Bye.